Didn't see you guys there. But I'm glad you're here, because you know what we're going to do today? Well, if you guys talk about fragrances, you're absolutely right. Today I have 10 summer niche fragrances that nobody's really talking about, but I am, and you're going to learn today, so stay tuned. Cue that intro. What is going on, my beautiful fragrance family? I hope everyone is doing fantastic today, and welcome back to My2Scents. My name is Brian, and this is the channel all about helping boost your confidence through the art of fragrance and helping you become a lasting scent memory. It's Tuesday, and you know what that means? Absolutely nothing. That means it's Tuesday. We're one day away from hump day, and I feel like we're coming into the home stretch for the weekend. But I still feel like I'm only on like first or second base. But whatever. Great day. Why? I'm wearing one of my favorite shirts because my favorite color is purple, and I think purple looks good on me. Let me know. What do you think? Anywho, it's not about what I'm wearing, and it's not about what day of the week it is. It's about talking about some fragrances, 10 niche fragrances that nobody ever really talks about, and I don't really know why. But here at My2Scents, I like to find you unique, interesting, fun fragrances that'll help set you apart, and hopefully you will find one of those today. Before we get into this review, do me a quick favor. If you enjoy my content, if you enjoy today's content at any point, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit me one of those likes because it helps my algorithm and helps me get my 2 cents out there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's whiffs and sniffs. First up on my list is a fragrance house that, well, comes up all the time on my channel. And it's coming from the house of TERENCE Hughes. And the one I'm going to be speaking of is Neon. Now, Neon was one of my first purchases from the house of TERENCE Hughes. I think Neon is a fantastic summer beast. What can I say about it? Well, buttloads of citrus up top. Think about a citrus. Go ahead. It's in there. You? Yep, that one's in there too. How about over here? Yep, that one's in there too. You're looking at grapefruit, mandarin, lemon. You're also going to have some pineapple. You have this really nice dry ambroxan in here. You have some nice sandalwood and some beautiful musks. Great long-lasting beast mode type of fragrance if that's what you're looking for the summer. It's very inoffensive, very mass appealing, and honestly, it's perfect for you ladies out there as well. 100% unisex, great projection, and an all-around beast in the heat. So first up, TERENCE Hughes, Neon. The next one also comes from a brand that, well, is talked about a lot on this channel, and it's coming from the house of Argos. And this one is the Pour Homme. I absolutely love this fragrance. So the one thing that I love the most about this fragrance is really the opening, even though I enjoy the entirety of the fragrance, but the opening. I love the British gin that's in it, and I love the nice citrus cocktail. But the one citrus that really, shines through is going to be the lime. You're going to get some pine in here. You're also going to get some lavender and some jasmine, amongst other beautiful ingredients. Great fragrance. Not a super long lasting fragrance, at least on my skin. I get a good 5-6 hours of longevity. It's very elegant, but it also can be worn very casually. You could suit it up and you could wear it with a white tee and jeans. It's easy to wear. Very, very easy to wear. Very cooling, very fresh. But it does really well in the heat. Now this could be worn all year round. This could be your signature scent. And also, they're not coming in these bottles anymore. Nope, you're getting those cool pedestal bottles, which I need to pick myself up one of those, and I'm going to keep this one as well, just so I can have the entire line, because when those bottles are done, I want that entire lineup. I want their entire lineup as mantelpieces so that I can gawk at the beauty of them. I have a 10% off discount code down in my description. It's good for bottles and discovery sets. Dealer's choice. Next up on my list, Argos Pour Homme. This next one just makes me feel like an Italian gentleman. A freshly cleaned, amazing smelling Italian gentleman. And it's coming from the house of MILANO FRAGRANZE. And this is Naviglio. Now Naviglio, thanks to Tony the Tiger out there. I got this from one of my subscribers. We did a little swapsy. Naviglio is exactly that. It's a very soapy, fresh, clean smelling type of fragrance. You're gonna have a soap note in here. You're gonna have some neroli, and it's creamy, but it's not like that, synthetic smelling kind of soap. This is like your Malone and Getz type of soap. Your higher end luxury soap. There's also some supporting bergamot just to get everything rolling. You got some lavender in here and some beautiful clean musks. I think this is a fantastic fragrance. Nobody ever talks about this brand, Milano Fragranze, but Naviglio is one that I highly suggest checking out if you like Neroli Portofino. Mugler Cologne. I think this is a stud. It is very elegant smelling, though very casually elegant smelling. I get about 6 to 7 hours of longevity out of it. It's got really good projection within the first couple hours. And like I said, who doesn't want to smell like a freshly cleaned, handsome Italian gentleman? I know I do. So next up, Milano Fragranze, Naviglio. Coming up next is one of my favorites from this next house. It's coming from the house of BORTNIKOFF. And this is Amber Cologne. God, I love Amber Cologne. You get like this smortion of like different types of grapefruit. There's also some orange in here as well, but it's the grapefruit that really shines. Beautiful pink and white grapefruit combined together to give you every single facet of a juicy, fresh grapefruit. There's also a nice sweet and spicy cardamom in here. You have some frangipani right off the bat, giving you that tropical florality. Beautiful vanilla as you start flowing into the heart. You get a beautiful ambergris, and this is definitely a natural ambergris. You're getting that sweet and salty quality from it, and it's doing a great job just kind of blending everything together and creating this beautiful symphony of accords. There is also some oud in here. And the oud is just kind of, it kind of reminds me of like a white oud, a young oud. So it's just this adding this kind of musky, creamy quality to it. A nice musky, woody creaminess. 7-8 hours of longevity, at least on my skin. And for a BORTNIKOFF, that's actually saying something, because some of his fragrances don't last that long. But this is a stud in the summer. This is a stud in the heat. You can wear it casually, or you could wear it in a tux and totally get away with it. I think it's beautiful. So next up on my list, BORTNIKOFF Amber Cologne. This next one, I only have a travel atomizer of, because I bought a travel set from the brand, and it's coming from Precious Liquid. I don't know if you can see that, but this is salt and pepper. It goes in this cool little travel atomizer. Let's see if I can get that there. It goes in this cool little travel atomizer right here, and you can swap them out. That's pretty freaking awesome. Now, Richard Hairpin, who is the perfumer and the owner of Precious Liquid, who also has done fragrances like Oud Wood for Tom Ford, Oud Wood Intense for Tom Ford. An amazing perfumer, and salt and pepper is so intriguing. It's such an interesting fragrance because it's salty, it's spicy, but it's aquatic, it's almost watery, it's got a nice citrus to it. There is a nice like florality kind of just laying in the heart, but it really is. It's salinic and peppery. It's great in the heat. Great. I would not wear this in the winter, and I have, and it is too much. Like, too much. But I think it is a beautifully done fragrance for the heat. The more you heat up, the more this likes to pump off your skin. This one I'd probably only wear like casually, but like I would even wear like a linen suit with a button down. Be a little bit more casual, but still suited up. So next up on my list, it's coming from Precious Liquid, and this one is Salt and Pepper, or Salt and Pepper. Coming up next comes from an indie brand that I absolutely love. I know a lot of people on this channel have taken my recommendation and picked up some of Michael's fragrances. But what I'm going to be talking about today is Creme de Bergamot from For the Scent of It. Creme de Bergamot, it's exactly how it sounds. It's a creamy bergamot fragrance. You get a lot of bergamot up top. There's a nice kind of spicy pink pepper just floating around in there. And the interesting part is this violet cream accord that he has created, because it's very creamy. You have a little bit of that violet, I don't want to say the gasoline, that the petrol vibe, but it's kind of there, but it's very creamy. Very well done fragrance. There's also a nice creamy dry down with some nice woods. I believe it's sandalwood. Not the longest lasting on my skin though. I only get about 5, maybe 6 hours of longevity out of it, but I really enjoy what this fragrance does. Definitely, kind of a dumb reach. You spray it on, you walk out the door and forget what you're wearing, and let the fragrance do what it needs to do for you. But it does do really well in the heat. The more you heat up, like I said, what's it gonna do? Exactly. $65 for a 30 ml. I think it's totally worth it. A few sprays goes a long way. But next up on my list comes from for the scent of it, and this is creme de bergamot. So did you guys see my review of Seahorse yesterday from Zoologist? Have you? You can tell me the truth. Well, if you haven't, I'm going to leave a card right here for you because the next one up on my list is going to be Zoologist, and this is Seahorse. God, such an intriguing and unique take on an aquatic fragrance. I absolutely love what this fragrance does. Minty, sweet, salty opening. You're going to get some fennel in there. You get some like amberette seeds, some musks, tons of musks throughout this fragrance. You also get this green algae, which kind of gives you this like seaweed accord. Beautiful florals in the heart. You're going to get this awesome tuberose and this nice dry woody vetiver. I think this is a wonderful fragrance. Again, I get moderate longevity and projection is also moderate. But once you hit the outdoors, this will catch the wind and create a really nice sillage. This is something I would wear if I was rocking flip-flops, which I am, shorts, which I am, and a t-shirt, which I am. It is very unique. It is. I don't think it's challenging whatsoever, but you have to enjoy these types of fragrances. Now, I know a lot of people have done their reviews on this fragrance, but I don't see it popping up on lists. I don't see people like kind of, talking about it anymore. Well, you know what? I am. Seahorse is awesome, so it had to make this list. So definitely check it out. So this next one I talked about in my review yesterday. I didn't show you the bottle, but now I am. And it's coming from Orthoparisi. And this is Mega Mare. Man, what a fantastic, interesting, and unique aquatic fragrance. It truly smells like a rumbling sea, like a storm out at sea, at least in the beginning. But you get that briny quality. You get this like almost mysterious dark brininess from it. You get some green facets, but there's also this really nice transition to where it kind of calms down and settles down. You have these really nice dry woods in the base, super long lasting. The very beginning of this fragrance is man, I love it. That's all I can say. I love it. Not an easy fragrance to find. That's probably why a lot of people don't talk about it. This came out, I believe, in 2018 or 19. I think 2018. I was lucky enough to get mine at fragrancebuy.ca at discount. But if you ever see these pop up, keep an eye out for this, okay? Very interesting and unique fragrance that does not pop up very often. If you like fragrances like Seahorse or Squid, from Zoologist, then I think you're definitely going to like this. This is a 2 spray for me. 1-2 spray. That's it. That's all you need. Projection is monstrous. But the next up on my list, Mega Mare from Orthoparisi. Okie dokie. There's 2 more. And this next one is an awesome aquatic and incense fragrance. And it's coming from Gallivant. And this one is Naples. Now, I've never been to Naples, but I can foresee this smelling a lot like Naples. Now, Naples, not the city, the fragrance, this is very interesting. You start off with a bunch of C notes. You get this really nice spicy ginger, so you have this nice juicy ginger, and that is blended with bergamot. Well, bergamot and ginger, perfect combination. Further into it, you roll into some more spices, and you also roll into some beautiful olibanum and incense. Now, Gallivant is known for their incense, and man, the incense in this is very intriguing. Further into it, you get some birch, which is adding a touch of a smoky quality. It's kind of just blending in with that incense and giving it a little bit of a smoky characteristic. And then you have some nice amber and woods. Slight sweetness flowing through this. It's not overly sweet. It's a nice balance of sweet. So you're getting so many different facets in this fragrance, but it works so well in the heat. Naples, decent longevity, about that 5-6 hour mark, and also really good projection. Really good projection within the first couple hours. I really like how this projects, but then it really settles down. So this is more like a fragrance that I would wear on date nights in the summer. So if you like incense fragrances, but also like aquatic fragrances, yeah, definitely check out Naples from Gallivant. Last but not least, this next fragrance is no slouch to the channel. I absolutely adore this fragrance, and there's only one other fragrance reviewer who I ever see talking about it. It's coming from Stranger's Perfumery, and that is YUZU Soda. Now, the fragrance reviewer that talks about this is George, the Fragrance Apprentice. One of my favorite fragrance reviewers. All right, I didn't say he was my favorite. He's one of my favorites. But YUZU Soda is fantastic. I adore this fragrance. Fizzy aldehydes. So it smells just like a yuzu soda, especially right off the bat. You get this yuzu, you get some pear, you get some bitter orange. There's also this really nice seaweed note in here, giving a nice greenness, some beautiful florals. And the florals that you're going to be getting are like orris and some petitgrain. It's freaking awesome. I adore this fragrance. It does so well in the heat, and it also lasts for stinking ever on my skin. 8 to 10 hours, and also really good projection within the first few hours. I love this fragrance. I adore this fragrance. And I'm so happy that I picked it up, and I'm so happy that I can share it with you, because nobody ever talks about it. And to be quite honest with you, nobody ever talks about Stranger's Perfumery. Printemps Rose is an amazing perfumer. So if you want to set yourself apart, you want to smell unique this summer, definitely check out Stranger's Perfumery. And check out Yuzu Soda. Alright, there it is, guys. 10 fragrances, summer niche fragrances that nobody really ever talks about. Before I go, let me know, what are some of your favorite niche or designer fragrances that you like to rock during the summer that nobody's really ever talking about? And that you would like for me to talk about? You know what to do, but that's it for me. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's content, then do me a favor and like, comment, share, and subscribe, and always remember you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.